Good morning. I wish I could be here with you in person, but the circumstances do not permit that. So I'm hoping that you and your computers are paying attention to me today. I don't need to tell you that COVID-19 has changed everything for you, for your university, and for your family. But it has not been able to change one fundamental thing, and that is the success that you have achieved in what you have accomplished as an honor student. Not only you are graduating from college here today, but you are graduating with honors. This is an extraordinary achievement given the circumstances that we face. With all the things that are going on in the world, in the state, and in the country, you put all your efforts and energy to get the job done, and you got it done with honors. I always tell the students that higher education is the greatest equalizer in America. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how rich your family is. It doesn't matter which part of New Jersey you come from or which part of America you belong to and what group and ethnicity you belong to. You succeed because of your dedication and your hard work. And what you have achieved made you an honor student, made your family proud, and made the university even prouder. What you have done is an accomplishment very few people can achieve. I hope today and the days to come, you will look back at this experience and think about the nights you spent guzzling jugs of Starbucks coffee over at the library, or spend long days and nights in the labs or in the tutoring center, or what else you needed to do. But you did it, and you took that extra step. And that extra step is what brought you here, to this convocation, which is dedicated to the honor students. And you are that honor student. The work ethic that you showed, the commitment that you showed, the opportunities that you took, and the long hours that you work has made you who you are and has given you the achievement that you have received. You are going to graduate from school today. You need to come back to Kean every now and then and see how our university is progressing. The work ethic will help you to achieve great things, not only for yourself, not only for your family, but for your country, because you got the Kean grit. I can't see all of you in this video screen now. I'm just going to trust that you will turn to your family and friends that are with you here today and tell them how much you appreciate everything they did to make this day possible for you. Without them, you may not have been here today. So to all my honor students, I wish you every success and congratulate you on a job well done. You are the pride of Kean University, and we are very proud of you. So enjoy the day and enjoy the achievement that you have received. Thank you very much.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. Muy buenos días. My name is Ada Morel, Chair of the Kean University Board of Trustees, and I'm thrilled to be here with you virtually and acknowledge your accomplishments at Kean University. I know the past years were challenging, and the past few months brought even a greater challenge due to COVID-19, and the disruption that it also brought you during your final semester. But I want you to know that we are very proud of each and every one of you. Graduating with honors is a distinction that will carry with you for the rest of your life. It is one that should make you very proud, and as a mother, I know that it has made your families also very proud. With Kean's world-class education and your work ethics, you are ready for great things. I have no doubt that as Kean's newest alumni, you will continue to distinguish yourselves and your alma mater. As you continue life's journey, I ask that you come back and visit us. And above all, congratulations on all that you have accomplished, and my very best to you and your families. Felicidades y todo lo bueno en el futuro.
Congratulations, Kean University Class of 2020, and welcome to our first virtual honors convocation. As the Provost and Vice President for Research and Faculty, it is my honor to welcome each and every one of you, with your friends, family, and extended community, to celebrate your extraordinary academic achievements while here at Kean. You've been through many challenges, including the current terrible pandemic of the COVID-19 crisis. And despite all of these challenges, you've not only succeeded, but you've succeeded at a high level of distinction. And for that, I want to honor you and give you a warm congratulations. Well done. I also want to thank our keynote speaker today, Professor Michel DeGraff, a faculty member in the Department of Linguistics and Philosophy at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. Professor DeGraff is a visionary in transforming education, particularly in Haiti, where through the MIT Haiti Initiative, which he founded, he is transforming education for that population through using Creole in their public education. And I hope that his remarks are as inspirational to you as he has been to me. So again, congratulations, well done, and I look forward to seeing you back as Kean University alumni. Thank you.
Honneur. Honneur is the Haitian Creole word for honor. By saying honneur, I honor you, your family, your ancestors, your community, and all that you've been, that you are, and that you will become. In Haiti, to my honneur, you would respond, respect. That is, you would pay me respect for being the one honoring you. I myself already feel immense honor and respect for this opportunity to address you at this honors convocation at Kean University. And I also say honneur to your families, relatives, friends, for the other reasons for your success. It does take a village to graduate a college student, especially one with honors. My take-home message to you is in 3 parts. Firstly, you have earned an amazing honor at Kean University, a quality education. You see, education is one of these rare gifts that come with the built-in potential to keep giving forward. But this giving forward can only happen if the recipient becomes the giver to those who do not yet have access to education. Secondly, as you take your gift of education forward to the world, remember to make the very best of every opportunity that comes your way, every bit of serendipity. Sometimes these opportunities may even look like distressing challenges, like the COVID-19 pandemic today. But always be on the lookout for the silver linings around the dark clouds. Thirdly, and lastly, as you go into the world, find every way to build bridges outside your own field, even outside your comfort zone. Make alliances with folks from other academic fields, other cultures, other countries, other political beliefs, other religions, and so on. In other words, always build bridges instead of barriers. These 3 pieces of advice are the story of my own life, and I'd like to share it with you with the hope that it can inspire you. It all started in Haiti. You see, universities in Haiti are the anti-Kean universities. As you know, Kean's mission is to offer a place for everyone. In contrast, in Haiti, only 1% of those who start school will get to college. Why is that? One easy answer might rely on this unfortunate statement that advertises Haiti as the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But that could be a lazy and inaccurate answer, because countries are not born poor, they are impoverished. So let's ask, who has so impoverished Haiti? The answer comes with 3 words: colonialism, colonialism, colonialism. The first colonialism is European colonialism, starting with Columbus in 1492. Then, in the 17th and 18th centuries, French settlers turned Haiti into the richest European colony. So rich that the French called it La Perle des Antilles, Pearl of the Caribbean. But it was a pearl only for the French. For the enslaved Africans, it was hell. The second colonialism is neo-colonialism, which started in Haiti when we broke free from the first colonialism. In 1804, Haiti won a bloody war of independence, becoming the second free republic in the Americas, second only to the US. But we soon became recolonized through political, economic, and cultural means. The third colonialism is internal, based on social class barriers, whereby a small segment of Haitian society uses various kinds of privileges in order to block the majority from upward mobility. One clear example of this is the use of French for linguistic apartheid, to keep the vast majority of Haitians, those who speak Haitian Creole only, as second-class citizens. Here's some background. In Haiti, everyone speaks Haitian Creole. We call it Creole. It's only 5% at the most that also speak fluent French. And yet, French is the primary language for education, for administration, courts, and so on. Creole and French, though they sound similar, are 2 different languages. Like Latin and French are 2 different languages, even though French is an offspring of Latin. Because they are forced to learn in the language that they do not understand, Haitian children who speak Creole only cannot have any access to quality education. So it's colonialism, colonialism, colonialism that has impoverished Haiti, like other places in the global south. My message to you today is that your gift of education from Cain is a precious one that should not be taken for granted. And this gift is one of the best tools to decolonize our world and to eliminate the structures of impoverishment that we see so clearly today throughout the world, especially during the current pandemic. So now, I'm going to share with you some of my own personal story, from Haiti to MIT, with the hope to inspire you in this noble mission to fight injustice anywhere. Yes, let's remember Martin Luther King's words, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I was born in a middle-class Haitian family, among the small percentage of Haitians who speak both French and Creole. I went to one of the best schools in Haiti, but this is also a school where I was beaten for speaking Creole. Back then, teachers and parents convinced us that Creole was not a language. It was considered broken French. Back then, I had no clue what linguistics was. I had no clue that the exclusion of Creole in schools was a consequence of racism and colonialism. Now, fast forward to my high school graduation in 1982. I convinced my parents to send me to study computer science at the City College of New York, CCNY. I had read somewhere that CCNY was the Harvard of the poor. Since my parents could not afford the real Harvard, I begged them to send me to the Harvard of the poor. 4 years after, I graduated college at CCNY summa cum laude, like many of you today, with a degree in computer science and a minor in mathematics. I still remember parents and relatives at my own graduation looking so proud, like your families today. Actually, let's rewind a bit to my last summer as an undergraduate in 1985. I was an intern, a summer intern at Bell Labs in Murray Hill, New Jersey. Bell Labs was a world-famous research center. It's at Bell Labs that I discovered linguistics in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Linguistics. My first project at Bell Labs was to work with computer programmers developing the early ancestors of natural language processing systems like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. My job back then was to write computer codes to pronounce Spanish and French names. But at the end, it's the computers that taught me about language. At Bell Labs, I realized that I could also write programs for text in Creole. That's when, eureka, it dawned on me that Creole was not broken French. Instead, Creole has its own fully functioning grammar independent of French. Then I decided that I wanted to better understand what makes a language, and why was I told, even in Haiti's best school, that Creole was not a language. At Bell Labs, I got a scholarship for a PhD in computer science at the University of Pennsylvania. At UPenn, I continued to explore the links between computation and language, taking many courses in linguistics. Remember the power of building bridges? And it's also at UPenn that I learned that language, any language, all languages, are a direct reflection of the genetic code that defines our very humanity. Therefore, Creole too is a perfectly normal language, since we Haitians are human beings as well. My dissertation at UPenn was mostly about Creole, and it's my work on Creole that eventually got me my job at MIT 24 years ago. What serendipity! I still remember my mom being shocked about my getting paid for my research on Creole, the very language that she, my teachers, and the whole of Haitian society had taught me to despise. Trying to convince my mother otherwise has taught me how difficult it is to eliminate prejudices that stem from social class privilege. At MIT, little by little, my work as a linguist, through alliances with non-linguists, has taken me back to Haiti to share the gift of access to quality education to all. So now I've come full circle, from Haiti to MIT, and then from MIT back to Haiti. And now I'd like to share with you some of this journey from MIT back to Haiti as a former computer scientist, turned linguist, educator, and activist for social justice. My research in linguistics has helped me demystify the belief that Creole is a lesser language that cannot be used for education. In 2010, with MIT colleagues, I founded the MIT Haiti Initiative. MIT Haiti started as one silver lining around a very dark cloud, the Haiti earthquake of January 2010. Our goal then and now was to help rebuild the Haitian school system on much better foundations. Build back better, but for real. MIT Haiti includes experts in linguistics, education, mathematics, and science, both in the US and in Haiti. One Kane faculty, Professor Paul Belloni, is the leader of our physics team. One cheer for Kane. And soon, this summer, we'll have 2 Kane students as summer interns. 2 extra cheers for Kane. Together, we are developing and sharing top quality resources in Creole for active learning. The goal is to open up access to quality education throughout Haiti across societal fault lines like class and language barriers. And we're doing this through 3 main pillars: technology, modern pedagogy, and the national language Creole. Now, all the evidence points to an irrefutable truth. Not only is Creole a perfectly normal language that can express all concepts just like any other language can do by the same mechanisms in linguistics, but even better, Creole improves both teaching and learning in Haiti, with learning gains in reading, writing, math, science, and so on. When students can build strong foundations in their native language, they are also better equipped to learn and build all kinds of new knowledge, including second languages like French, English, and Spanish. There is lots more to do, but I think the MIT Haiti model shows how bridges between the global north and the global south, alongside alliances between humanists and scientists, can tackle structural challenges to social justice. COVID-19 has laid bare the ugliness of these structures of inequality. As I look back at my intellectual transformation and growth from Haiti to MIT and now back to Haiti, I'd like to invite you to free up your own identity and to open up yourself to all sorts of opportunities and bridges that you might not even imagine yet. Before I myself graduated college as a computer scientist 35 years ago, I had never imagined becoming a linguist. Now, look at me. You too, be relentless in exploring bridges with other fields, other countries, other cultures, other languages, other religions, and so on. This is the best path that I know firsthand that can create synergies for innovations on both local and global scales, and to make the world a better place for all. To conclude, I'll borrow the tagline of one of my favorite movies of all times, Ava DuVernay's movie, Selma, about Martin Luther King's dream. That line is, "One dream can change the world." So, my final word to you is that you too should dream big, out of the box, out of barriers, because one dream can change the world.